Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new episode of ATM9 To The Sky. Today's episode, guys, well, a couple of things I want to show you very quickly. Look at this, let me show you how this is working. We are creating automated mods, and that is important, guys, because let me show you why I think this is so important. And that is because we can actually sieve it, and that, my friends, is going to be critical for the future of the episode, mainly because we can actually do things very cool. Now, keep in mind that we have the diamond mesh, so a part of using the moss block to create dirt, which we are going to need in abundance, well, we can actually create a few things, including the Ars Nouveau saplings, which is going to be very good to start doing some basic storage. But in addition of that as well, we have the main range sapling from integrated dynamics as well to do some storage. And of course, then we have plenty of saplings as well that we are going to need. So how this works? Well, it's very simple. Let me show you very quickly. If I remove the stone and the moss, well, we have a bond block in there. It's simple as that. Then we are going to do is to place a thing of a stone right underneath the extractor, and then we are going to get one of these moss blocks and we are going to place it right there. And as you can see, we are starting to produce, of course, moss blocks. That is very, very cool. And as you can see, that's part of the recipe. We need the bond block at the bottom, some stone, and then the extractor at the top. The output is going to be moss blocks, and then you're going to need the moss blocks as well as part of that process. But as you can see here, this is how you should do it. That's the pattern in which it should be done. Although I think that you can do it any way possible as well. So I believe the stone is going to be the center cube in here, or the block. Anyway, give it a good go, guys, because it's actually quite interesting to do it this way. And I thought to share that with you guys. But I think it's time as well now to get cracking and try to see if we can do a bit of processing with a moss block as well. So you know what, let me grab a couple of stacks, if not 3, who knows what we can actually be able to get out of this one. So you know what, guys, let's go back to the sieve very quickly, which will be automated at some point, and I will explain as well. I done a tiny bit more in here as well, as you can see. But first things first, guys, let's see if we can do something with this and see what we get. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh wow, look at the amount of saplings. I don't think that we are going to need to sieve this for very long, because the amount of saplings that we already got, that is ridiculous. Look at this. This is absolutely ridiculous. We have to, at this position, any type of saplings that we want by far. So, very good method. I hope, guys, that you take this as a nice tip that you can actually use should you want to, of course, use it. Let me grab those in here. We'll show you a couple of things in a minute as well. I think that we need to put all those back into the bag as well, because we are definitely not going to need it. But as you can see, my goodness, let's hoover all these things. Oh my goodness, look at that, inclusive as well. Oh my goodness, we have so many things, but even the source berries from Ars Nouveau, that's going to be very cool in this. So let's go sleep and carry on in the morning. As you can see, certainly a very easy way to get saplings, that is for sure. And other materials as well, including azalea trees. We have, oh my god, lots of different stuff in here. So you know what? Let's give it a good go and see what we get out of this sieving, because it's getting definitely very, very interesting in this. So what we got grain ethelwood. Oh my goodness. We got source berries, as you can see. Now we have plenty of to go forward in terms of the Ars Nouveau. My goodness, this is getting definitely very interesting indeed. I love this method, guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about sieving? My goodness. You know what? I absolutely love it. I think that we are getting somewhere with this. My goodness. Something else I want to do at this point, of course, is to check the quest line, because I done some covalence dash, which I will explain in a second why and why not. We have done the ingenious extruder, if you remember, on the last episode as well, to create different things. We did the kiwi, if you remember. And definitely we have eyes. Not too sure how that comes into place, because I haven't made it, but you know, it is what it is. I welcome that too. And you know what, now that we are here as well, may as well start ticking some boxes. And the next thing to do is to start upgrading some stuff in here. But before doing that, I think that we need to talk about something else, and that is going to be as well about more source generation. But before doing that, I want to go through this little system with you guys. Okay, guys, as you can see, we have the wind generator made that we wanted to work on last episode. We have plenty of energy pipes as well, which we did. We have the coal generator, and on the right, we have 2 metallurgic infusers. On the first one, of course, we have a coal. That's going to be the source that we are going to need in here instead of redstone, which we did yesterday. And of course, what we have done as well is to get the configuration going. So we put eject on, and we put the right side, that will be this one in here, to output whatever we create to this one in here, which has been as well done with coal in terms of the source of energy. So what we're going to do now is get some iron in here. Let me just get 4 of those. We are going to process that. That is going to become enriched iron, and the enriched iron is going to be passed to the next metallurgic infuser, as you can see, and here is going to be processed to create a steel dust. My friends, that is the way it's going to go. And of course, we could carry on automating the system. That you have a steel dust in here. We could carry on automating the system with a processing system in terms of melting the dust as well, so we can actually get the ingots, all the good stuff, as you can see, working very well indeed. In addition to that as well, we have an enrichment chamber going on as well, and if I can remember correctly, no, in this occasion, we are going to have to work on that in a minute, but it doesn't matter at this point. I just wanted to show you this very quickly. So what else we are going to do, guys, in this episode? Well, the first thing is to move out things that I'm not going to need. The enrichment chamber is done, so it's the most. The extractor I'm going to leave it there in case that I need it. So is the steel casing in case that I need it. Superheating element we are going to do at some point, but something else I want to do is this repair talisman, and that's from Project E. And as you can see, I already have Project E in here, and it's a very small mod, as you can see. But I have things that are very, very cool indeed. And these things will, if you keep it on your belt slot, it will repair anything, any tools and weapons that you have on your packs, which I think is pretty cool. And I think little mods like this have to be mentioned as well in this big mod pack. So why not? Let's do that very quickly. Now, things that we are going to need to make this thing going. Well, we are going to need covalent dust. 3 of those. It's going to be low, medium, and high. Very easy to make, as you can see. Diamond with coal. That will be one of those, which will be the high one. The medium one is going to be iron ingot and redstone only. So you get the idea. And then we are going to get, for the low one, cobblestone and charcoal, which we have plenty of those. So I already have made a stack of each, as you can see here. And with that in mind, I think now we can actually start creating these things. So what we are going to need? Well, we are going to need paper, and we are going to need a string. We can do that easily. And I think that we have both of them somewhere. If we don't, we have plenty of things to create the paper anyway. And definitely we have a string. And the next thing that we are going to need, of course, is going to be the paper. As you can see, the only thing that we need is a sugar canes to create some paper. Thank you very much. And let's put that back again. And once we get going with the farms and all that, well, all this is going to be very, very easy to do. So with that in mind, there you have it. Now we can create the repair talisman. This is pretty cool indeed, and I absolutely love this thing. So let me grab my bubbles in here, and I'm going to get this thing right into there, and it will actually fix things. As you can see, the durability is going up. You can see at the bottom 111, 112, 113. You can see the diamond as well is doing it. It's just so lovely to have as well. One thing that doesn't fix though is the copper or hammer, so that is something that you need to keep in mind, guys. So there you have it. Next thing, well, next thing is going to be a Project E. We carry on with that, and one thing that I would like to do is an energy condenser, and these things is going to help us actually to trade some blocks for some other blocks, and I'll show you how that works in a minute, which I think is very cool indeed. So what we're going to do with this, well, let me show you. If you actually click in your JI EMC, let me see, this is going to give you, not add, it's going to be EMC. It's going to give you a series of blocks in here that are EMCable, if you know what I mean. And the number next to it, EMC, is the cost that is going to take to produce that. So there you have it. You can actually do quite a lot of different things in here, which can be pretty cool indeed. So we can actually get, different things, cobblestone, stone. That can actually be a good example. But before getting into this, let me show you very quickly what we are going to need. So we are going to need obsidian, which we already have plenty, if you remember, very easy to make with our little system in here. We are going to need 4 of those. That is not an issue. We are going to need diamonds. We have plenty of those by sieving. No problems there either, my goodness. And we are going to need an alchemical chest. Now, this one is going to, well, require a few things. And one of those is going to be a chest, obviously. And we are going to need then some different type of materials. But kiwi is one of those. And you know what? If you remember correctly, we have this system in here from the igneous extruder, if you remember. And as you can see, we have plenty of kiwi. So that is something that we can actually get going as well with. So with that in mind, the only thing that we need now is going to be obsidian. So let's grab 4 of those very quickly. And we can actually create this magnificent thing, guys, because this is actually very, very cool indeed. So we are going to need, we're going to need chest and a diamond as well. So may as well grab it here. Then we are here. We have 9 diamonds in there. Let me grab them. Well, we are going to not grab all of them, but you know what? Let's save in case there's something happy. I don't want to lose my diamonds, damn it. Okay, what else? Do we need a chest somewhere? Otherwise, may as well make ourselves a new one. I'm pretty sure I'm trying to empty all these chests from things that you know, we may be able to use, and that is important. And by the way, my house is going fire. Yeah, there you have it. By the way, we have this lava production system with extractors. Well, a couple of episodes back, if you don't know how to do it. And my goodness, we get as well the end stone producing system. Look at this, how many we have. My goodness, my goodness. Okay, so there you have it. You can watch this in past episodes as well. Okay, so what else we're going to need? We're going to need a chest, so that's not going to be much sweat. We can do that quickly, just like that. Thank you very much. We got those. And with that, my friends, I think that we can actually make the alchemical chest. Yes, thank you very much. One thing that I had to do about this alchemical chest, guys, is this. Look at this thing. This thing by itself can be quite powerful, because look at this. Look how huge this thing is. It's actually really, really nice. So if you can create some of those, well, why not use them as a medium of storage as well? And certainly you can, of course, pick it up as well. So with that in mind, let me very quickly show you, or let's complete the energy condenser. That's going to be the next thing that we are going to need, obviously. Yeah, we need obsidian, the diamonds, and now I need the diamonds, obviously. Let me just grab them all. And I wonder if we have any obsidian around here. It will be great if we have some. I'm pretty sure we have some, but the thing is that the amount of kiwi that we have 1 obsidian. That is everything we have. So you know what? Let's grab the other 3 and finish this thing. And with that, my friends, it's time to create the energy condenser. And as you can see, my goodness, there you have it. We created the energy condenser as well. Now, how this thing is going to work, you know what? Let me see where we can put this thing. That's going to be an interesting... Let me put it right here, I think. And as you can see, very cool little chest. I love the look of it as well. Very nice. And what we're going to do is place here the... block that we want to trade for. So let me show you what I mean with that. It's not as easy to explain. I could get some andesite, for example. Let me just grab the one, and then I'm going to need as well, you know what, let's go to our system in here as well, that we have so much on there as well. I'm going to grab 64 of those, or whole stack. My goodness. And what we're going to do is get the andesite at the top in here. As you can see, it's been placed in there, but by the way, you don't lose the block either, so that is a free way. And then by placing the cobblestone in there, it's going to convert it straight away into andesite. There you have it. That is how cool this thing can work. And of course, you have many recipes that you can actually do in here as well. I think this, my friends, is a huge thing. And all that from, obviously, is coming from Project E as well, which is a really nice little mod, very nifty, very clever. Actually, I thought it was, and I absolutely love doing it through Project E. So we will be using this more in the future for sure. Now, to try a different recipe as well, let me grab some more of this. You know what? I'm going to grab maybe 3 stacks of cobblestone, because we have so much in here. My goodness, we have so much in here. And you know what? We are going to try to convert them into oak logs. Why not? Let's try to do that and see if that is going to work for us. So, oak log is going to go right there. And then we are going to place some cobblestone stacks in here. But you will see how expensive it is to make. So, for 1 stack of cobblestone, as you can see, it's going to give a very little 2 o'clocks. My goodness, as you can see, is incredibly expensive. So you need to check into the volume of the EMC as well, EMCable items in here, as you can see, which all of them are EMCable, so you can actually exchange it for different type of blocks. I hope this makes sense, guys. But you know what, do we have anything else? I don't have, we have any more blocks. Oh, we have an additional one in block, and you know what, may as well do it so you can see it. But this is a little tiny machine that can help you a lot. Something else that these things will do, of course, is create different types of blocks. Some of them are very useful, some of them are going to be just for decoration purposes, but still I think that give it a good go and see what blocks you can do, what you like, and what you can actually transform. I think that this little thing is just so genius. So I absolutely love the energy condenser from Project E. So there you have it. Something else, guys, I want to share with you is the following. If you remember a few episodes back, if you are following the channel, we found this ability Totem, and we found that by killing some mobs, if I remember correctly. Now, this can be quite powerful. When you right-click on it, you can actually see a list of abilities that we have in here. By clicking on them and selecting them, we can actually use that ability, and that, for example, is going to be a block assist, as you can see. So what we are going to do now is just well, pretty much like a host task. We are going to be able to go over those blocks without have to jump or anything to that effect. And now this can be useful, not always, but in some cases certainly can be very, very useful indeed. So keep that in mind as well, guys, because it can be very, very useful indeed. With that, my friends, I think it's time to get to the end episode. We done quite a lot of things, if you remember correctly. We took into a Project E that was definitely very, very useful. We also done some type of mechanism in here, which we actually loving it. As you can see, we have now automated steel dust as well, so we can actually have steel and other materials as well, automated systems as well. We did automation for the moss as well, as you can see in here, plenty of that. And with that, well, now we have plenty of different saplings, and we will have indefinite amount of dirt, which we are going to need as well. So as nighttime comes, my friends, the episode is finished. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next daily upload, guys. Until then, take great care.